It takes some time to hesitate. Better hurry up before you're too late. A hole in life can be a test. It all depends on what you do with it. So fill it up with the breeze that fills with ease, fills with ease. The magic elixir fills with ease. So suck it up and get off of your knees. Oops. Okay. So I haven't played that one in a while. That was written by Bossman Kale, who was so gracious enough to host me last evening at his place near Seward Park. That was nice. We were able to go out on a paddle on Lake Washington. It was placid. It was a great and beautiful, gorgeous sunset. My first time paddleboarding. Didn't fall in. Proud of that. And so he's actually 1/3 of our virtual psychedelic rock outfit, Nabucco Dinosaur, and I am 1/3, and Claudio is the other third, but he is still in Italy, so we had 2/3 of Nabucco Dinosaur reunion. And so we jammed out a bit, and then this morning he helped me with a guided meditation using the Wim Hof breathing method. Are you familiar with Wim Hof? Are you familiar with guided meditation? It was kind of a workout, but I appreciated it a lot. Usually when I meditate, I have zazen, and I breathe in very measured, relaxed breaths. But this one was like, and you do that 30, so you end up hyperventilating, essentially, and your fingertips start tingling and so forth like that. But the good thing about it, a good thing about it, is that so in meditation, where the object is to clear your mind of all thoughts and just let them pass like a cloud dissipating in the atmosphere. But when you're doing the measured breathing, there's lots of time for you to think about other things. But when you're hyperventilating, that's all you're thinking about. So that's a good thing about that. So it definitely clears your mind and gets you a little buzz. And so that was cool. Then it was funny though, because I went to see my friend John from university, graphic design program at the University of Washington, Huskies, go Huskies. And we had a nice, pleasant little chat. We walked over through the Japanese garden to his appointment. And then I continued on, and I'm driving down this lonesome long road along the lake, and there's a dude walking with his earpods in and looking at his phone and having a good time. And I recognize it. It's my old friend Paul from high school, the notorious Mr. Paul. And so we had a nice little chat there. We're going to get together a little later in the week, but it was super funny just to run into him randomly like that. We were the only two people on the street. If I hadn't been paying attention, I would have ridden right past him. Went down to Kyle's, and then I went to my parents for lunch today. I know this is super exciting. And I decided to go and visit Green Lake, just to have a look on a whim. Then, on the way there, I saw a coffee shop. I said, oh, actually, a cappuccino would be perfect right about now. So I sat down, had my coffee, and then I hear this, and what the hell are you doing? And I look up, and it's my childhood friend, my grade school friend, Comrade Joseph. And so these two happenstance meetings in 2 days I think that's kind of interesting, synchronous. And in context of the conversation Colin and I were having about Hinduism, Buddhism, and non-self, and all these sorts of esoteric subjects, meditation and so forth, that the world would turn in such a way that I would happen to run into two very good friends of mine randomly like that in a town like Seattle on a Thursday afternoon and a Friday morning. And so, speaking of that, I would like to thank everyone who's been reaching out for us to get together. And I'm all down and everything like that, but please excuse me because I'm only online when I can connect to Wi-Fi, or Wi-Fi as I like to call it. And so, and as you know, sometimes messages disappear on certain platforms. So I'm trying to catch up with everyone. But yeah, I'm in town, and I'd be glad to see you, and I'm super grateful that we can have, what you should do is just start wandering around, and we'll probably run into each other. Yeah. It takes some time to hesitate. This is written by Bossman Kale. That's why I'm playing it. And we jammed it out last night. I was trying to get him to, trying to convince him to do an open mic, little duo situation, guitar and maybe two guitars or something, do a couple songs. And so I was thinking, well, what can we play? And I thought of all the songs that he had composed, and I thought that would be really nice. So the venue, a friend of mine, Joe, Comrade Joseph, he sent me a message and said, hey, Bags, are you going to go to that open mic? And I'm like, oh, yeah, whatever. So I went. I was in the neighborhood where it's allegedly to be held, and I was riding around, and the address is 51-something. And so I'm looking on this certain street, and so I'm looking at the 50s. I go, okay, cool. One block more, or one street more, and I'll have the 51s. So then I start looking at the numbers, and they're 52. So this is a phantom venue. I don't know if it's going to work out. Anyway, that's why I chose this song entitled Hesitate, written by Bossman Kale many years ago. Better hurry up before you're too late. And only life can be a pet. It all depends on what you do with it. I'm trying to read the numbers. I gotta go for a beer in 10 minutes. So fill it up with such ease, like Lila breeze, and do your please. The magic elixir fills with years, oh, so suck it up and get off of your knees. Not quite sure about that ending part. Well, anyway, thanks everyone for stopping by. Thanks everyone for reaching out. We'll get together. I'm still in town for a couple more weeks. Allegedly, I may be dipping down to Portland. I may be hiking up to the mountains. We'll see what happens, huh? Easy.